Hello, everybody, and welcome. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Alright, so we're beating the game today. Yep, definitely doing that. Alright, so I guess before we get into it... Oh, well, not really before. I guess I need to close down all of my my tabs except for YouTube Live. Yeah, that's probably a good idea. That's probably a good idea. Don't need any of that stuff in there. Alright. Let's see. Does everything work? Yes, everything works. Good deal. So, when we last left off, Pixie had betrayed, or not betrayed us, but he did betray us. He tried to kill you. He tried to kill us. And then he, just kind of left. We haven't seen him since. And we were reintroduced to our new wingman, PJ. Who, could not be carrying any more death flags if he standed at the factory where they were made. Alright, so, best way I can kind of describe the game going forward is the pacing just absolutely launches itself with the next few missions. Like, I think we're 5 missions from the end. We are going to see another super weapon fight. And, like,
June 20th,
3 more ace fights. That's very loud for me.
A treaty declaring a cessation of hostilities was signed in Lumen, a city on the border of South Belka and Osea. It was a one-sided treaty that heavily favored Osea. The borders of the affected countries that fluxed greatly over the past years finally settled down at the cost of many human lives.
So Osea would absorb a gigantic chunk of Belka.
And the politicians from all countries squabbled with each other over the rights to the underground natural resources, the initial cause of this war. 6 months passed without any developments. 6 months of void. I focused on this time period for the hidden truth laid there. And I learned that my pursuit of him was not a mistake.
So if you don't know, the person who's doing all that narration is the photographer from Ace Combat 5. And he's getting to do all this stuff because at the end of Ace Combat 5, the president was going to release all of the
calling their organization a world with no boundaries. The forces bombed the city of Lumen, where the cessation of hostilities treaty was
release
signed,
all the records of the events of what this
XPO.
game is.
Your mission is to pursue the XPO and...
Alright.
Wait. We've just received an emergency transmission from the control tower.
You know what I was saying about super weapons?
Unidentified aircraft are approaching our base.
Here we go.
Scramble all planes. Quick, there's no time. Get into the air immediately.
I'm a little stuffy. Excuse me. Also, I'm just gonna say, I've been annoyed all day because of work. It's been kinda really awful. And, I think the volume had to go up a little bit from there. But, no. went to finish a job that another crew had left, and it turns out that crew did not tell us that they did not run half the wiring that this thing needs to operate. We thought we were just going in to set the thing up that we do, right? But no, it turns out we had to run half the wires and then set the things up. And there were 6 of these things. So, like, a 30-minute stop turned into, like, a 2-hour job. Alright. Let's go to the hangar really quick. Let's see. There's... not the Phantom. No, not you. Not you either. I want... My goal is actually to buy this plane. That's actually my goal. Or actually, wait. This is the attacker version. Like, we already have the fighter version of the plane, so... Well, alright, never mind that. Yeah. There's that. Then, we went to another job where we were supposed to take something out, and you kind of need a piece of heavy equipment for that. And we got the thing all cut out and ready to be removed, but they didn't give us our piece of equipment for like another 2.5 hours because the truck that was supposed to drop it off broke down. So we're just kind of sitting here waiting. Oh, I guess I already bought all the special ones and stuff for it. Okay, anyway, let's start the to be honest with you, this whole thing is... This whole thing is just air-to-air stuff. Like that. Start into a target at your 6 o'clock. I think it's gonna be... Yeah, we'll take these. Take these and we'll let you have the XMAs. Alright. So yeah, it was just a day, and then we get back to our shop at like 3:30, and we think we're gonna go home because another crew has already went home. Well, we get inside, and there's 2 more service calls, and we're kind of just sitting here. Damn it, you already sent somebody else home. 2 tickets is gonna be like, holy shit, look at that. Yeah, there we go. There's the XP1. Like, big. But yeah, no, so that was like an additional, like, hour and a half of work. Where everything was both in the city I live in, so, you know, we were able to get to the places decently fast. So, yeah, it was just kind of, by the end of the day, we were both kind of just over it, and, like, very mad. Well, my other guy was pretty mad. I was just over it and, like, very, very annoyed.
Emergency launch! Hurry! Put out the fire!
I'm trying to, let me launch. Alright, let's go take down a bomber. After we're taking off. By the way, so this weekend we have the 24-hour Le Mans. Pretty hyped for it. And I'm not gonna lie, 1-2 Cadillacs in qualifying. That's something I didn't even see coming. Which is fine. I like the Cadillac. I think it's the coolest looking of all the hypercars.
Suffered extensive damage. Gong team, we're counting on you. Warning, unknown craft on radar. Initiate operation. We have to go into battle.
That's cool. Special weapons, attack. There it is. I think this is the biggest, like, plane style thing that we've had to deal with like in an Ace Combat game that I've played, at least, because there's another plane that's kind of like in the same vein of this, but it's not as big.
Target XB sighted.
XB0, excuse me, not XB1.
Espada 1 to
Espada.
It's time to stop the Demon Lord. This is Espada 2. Roger. Lead the way.
Alright, 2-on-2.
It's the one who destroyed our base.
Hello.
Gong 1, Gong 2.
bottom.
attack on XBO. XBO must be destroyed. It's the only way to prevent a world with no boundaries. Sparta team, shoot down those Osteo flies. That demon lord has gotten to be quite an eyesore.
How the fuck did you do
Wait,
that?
we're engaging friendly aircraft. These are Sapin fighters. Osteo, 6th Air Division to Sapin aircraft. Cease attack immediately. All right, I approve the fight against the Sapin forces.
Almost like Sapin forces where we started.
You really think his pride is enough for victory? It's that mercenary unit everyone's talking about. Let's find out if they're really that good. I'll move to support.
A world without boundaries. So I was
I must be slowing down. My gauges are going crazy. It's further on! Far out! Sorry, but I'm going back first. I'll be waiting at the usual spot.
Oh god. I shouldn't have picked up. I should have done the last mission. I'll stall out on it. I don't think I care. PSM? What was the song? Captain. Jousting.
I'll defend the free zone.
Oh.
The Sparta team was shut down. Contact them. They should still be able to fly.
XBO will be out of combat airspace in 20 miles. Move it.
I think I should have probably taken out the XPO first. Maybe.
Get ready for an aerial battle. You know what to do, right?
Yep. I think it's underneath it.
Missile launched.
Two of them getting close. We're shut down. It's all over.
Oh, it's overloading into my airspace, don't worry.
Radar lock.
Oh, it's firing!
So, considering we're coming from Project Wingman,
Pressure is dropping on Bell 3.
you know, we're kind of used to fighting these things. Alright, PJ attack.
Radar lock.
Warning! The enemy's tracking you on radar! Fox 2!
Fox Well, actually, no, right, that's... I think it's like, why are you using Fox Tails?
Switch our drawing system to line B. Great missile.
Go 2! No special weapons fire remaining! Warning! The enemy's locked onto you! Shut down Mark D. What's happening with damage control?
All anti-air weapons on the upper half of XBO have been destroyed. Way to go. Locked on. Missile launched.
It was too early for freeze out. Missile evaded!
Radar lock. Gone 1. Missile launched.
kidding me?
Warning! The enemy's locked onto you!
Locked on.
Damn, he's closing in on everyone!
Get some attacks in around the XBO cockpit. That should mess up his steering. The XBO has been stripped of all defenses. Take her out, Golf Team.
We got it.
Radar lock.
Yeah, I gotta hit it from the front.
Missile warning. XBO will be out of combat airspace in 10 miles. It's your last chance. Lock on.
Gotcha.
The XBO's taking a death blow. It was Cypher. Cypher did it.
Nice work, GOM team. Operation complete.
Oh man, I took a lot of damage.
Hard death is not the end of everything. The rest is up to you.
There's a coded message on the radio. Decrypting message.
Hey, buddy.
Yo, buddy.
Yo,
You
buddy.
still alive?
Is still alive?
Yes.
You know who that is. Everyone's favorite wingman. Big boom.
Thanks to you, the XBO has been shot.
Cool. I didn't mean to skip that part. Hit the refail. The game does get a little bit harder. I'm gonna try to play the rest of the game with the 15. I think I can do it, but I'm not sure. I know I will do it for the final mission. I'll say that because that I do actually like the 15, unlike you know, 5s where I'm using the Tomcat, and I don't really like the Tomcat 'cause it's a low level plane. The 15 can at least move, right? I think I can play the rest of the game with the 15. Alright, get the system back online.
We have confirmed that the aircraft that attacked our base belonged to the major rebel organization, A World with No Boundaries. This highly organized renegade army is comprised of soldiers from numerous countries, including Osea, Sapin, and of course Belkan. They are believed to possess a massive arsenal of weapons. The coup forces are gathered at Mund, in northern Belkan, where they've confiscated the Avalon Dam facility from the Belkan army.
Oh geez, look where we're going, boys.
Worse, we've discovered that this facility houses an experimental V2 weapon. Unfortunately, it took us a long amount of time to uncover this information due to the facility's location.
From
beneath
playing
the
Ace
dam's
Combat
waters.
5, we know V2 is like a...
Proceed immediately to
It's
Avalon,
essentially a bunch of
destroy the
nukes
V2
duct
weapon.
taped together into one big
Note that
nuke.
V7R blocks your route from Valais Air Base to Mund. You will most likely encounter fierce resistance from the coup forces at both V7R and Mund. Remember to be prepared for attacks from land, air, or elsewhere when choosing
Sorry
which
guys, the
aircraft
music's
to
a
fly.
little loud. Can you speak up?
This mission will succeed upon the destruction of the V2 in the target area and your safe return to base. Now go destroy that weapon and come back in one piece. Anything else is unacceptable.
Alright. Right to B7R to dominate the skies. Totally. Yep, definitely gonna dominate the skies. Mm-hmm. That's definitely 100% what's gonna happen. Give me this. Give me these. Oh boy.
Your final sortie. All right. Launch preparations complete.
Or wait. Oh, do I just get to... Let's go from here on out, I guess? I don't remember. I thought I get to launch. Yeah, man. Launch. There we go.
I'll be back.
No, you won't. You have so many death flags on you, you're making America feel, well, impudent in patriotism.
Pass through B7R. It's an awful place, but the fastest shortcut.
Yep.
Maintain concourse.
Bring it on.
Enemy aircraft detected close to area B7R. There's no time to change course. Eliminate enemy forces in the round table and break through it.
They have different ID signals in Belka. This is Wizard 1.
Wizards.
The Demon
Yeah.
Lord has captured the nest.
Osea Air Defense
This
Force.
is Wizard 5. Roger.
It's time to deal with the Americans.
Target acquired. There's four
And
of
there's
them.
4 of them.
They're approaching from the front.
If I recall correctly, this is actually kind of a decently difficult fight.
The Demon Lord has built himself up to a name. Let's see if he can live up to it. Come on, Ocean aircraft. Can't you read your IFM? We're allies, not enemies.
These aren't friendly craft. They're coup d'etat forces.
What are you doing? The war's ended long ago.
Whatever their reasons, some pilots
Gotcha.
from Osea have tried to coup. You don't have time to play around with them. Hurry up and shoot them all down.
I mean, apparently those I got like 18 minutes to
What are you
play,
fighting
so
for?
that's just not fair.
This place is no longer a battlefield. The world war is being fought on a small round table in a meeting room. It's a discussion to decide the beginnings of a new era. Crashing greed is the cause of all conflict.
Ah, I'm about to hit with that. What were you hitting with that? Back here.
Approaching
Back
gun
here.
range.
I'm gonna get you. I'm gonna get you.
Warning! The enemy's tracking you on radar! Nice kill, Call 1!
Oh, actually, no.
Demon Lord, this is your type of battle, isn't it? Kill or be killed. No walls in a fight. You just have to take the enemy out.
Missed.
Hardest squadron fight. Just gonna be honest about it. At least the last
enemy's
one.
tracking you on radar.
Wizard 1 is flying out front again.
Call 1, Fox 2.
Gotcha.
Only 4?
Oh, and a YF-23. This is very fair. Shit. Ah, yes, experimental 5th gen aircraft.
Damn! Reconfirming position!
They can turn better.
The Demon Lord of the Round Table must exit the stage. We will carry out the new creation of
How
destruction.
many missiles you guys gonna throw out? No. Stop.
What do you mean?
What do you mean?
Territories, peoples, authorities, all will be liberated. This is the new state. A world with no boundaries will create. Neither nations nor nationalities have meaning. We will
Nice.
release these
There we go.
unnecessary borders.
Ow.
The world will change.
How many are there? Oh, great, more YF-23s. This is fair. Holy
Considerable damage. Com team, you're almost there.
Ow.
We're the start
Oh, that's a very American strategy.
Just take him down. Victory is ours.
Fucking right.
Bandits down. Nice shooting.
Yep, thanks, BJ.
He's not destroying anything unnecessarily. The Demon Lord is just as good as they say.
Gotcha. Gotcha. Oh, there we go.
World with no boundaries will pen a new story.
Oh yeah, Wizard was there when Pixie left.
All enemy planes are down. There has been no change in plans.
Huh.
Stay on course to target destination.
Can I get some repairs though?
I'll follow Cypher to the end.
All right, here we go.
I never expected their defense network to be so strong. An Allied Forces squadron approaching from a different route should be arriving at the rendezvous point any time now. It seems the coup force isn't playing around. Maintain your present course and rendezvous with the Allied
You see
squad.
I've got it sped up. This is about how it feels. Like, that's what all that felt like. Just a mess of contrails. Okay, you got the F-16L and a YF-23A. Can I even choose planes? Still. Because, yeah, 17 and then 18.
I'll transmit the latest data we've received from the Allied forces. According to this, the dam is protected by an intensive anti-aircraft defense network. To deal with this, the Allied squadron will draw anti-aircraft fire to itself in the skies. Meanwhile, GOM team will join the Allied squad's Avalon Dam strike team and approach the target at low altitude through the canyon. That's the only way we stand a chance at succeeding. If you destroy the V-2 launch control facility, you should be able to stop the weapon from being fired. The V-2 will probably be equipped with a nuclear warhead. The destruction caused by its single warhead will most likely dwarf the damage inflicted by that tactical nuclear attack before. All the Allied forces will be mobilized for this full-scale operation. It seems this war doesn't want to come to an end. We must stop the V-2 launch.
I've kind of been... there's a running joke in Ace Combat, right? It's not an Ace Combat game without X, right? Like I've said before, it's not an Ace Combat game without super weapons. There's one in particular thing that makes it an Ace Combat game versus other games, and that's a tunnel run. We haven't had the tunnel run yet.
Pilots, check your
Well,
plane and prepare for refueling.
we're gonna get the tunnel run now.
1 mile to refueling craft.
Yep.
Yards to go. 100 yards to go. 50
This is
yards
much
to
easier
go.
than 7, I'm gonna be real with you.
Up.
Shit up.
Forward. 50 yards to go. Golem 1, maintain your current flight path.
There we go. There we go. Got it.
Nicely done, Golem 1.
Jeez, you don't normally do that one. Where's our fuel tank on this one? Oh, it's behind me. Or no, it's right there. Wait, why can't I see it? Oh, I can see it right there. Wait, where was that the last time? I didn't actually get to see it. I figured we'd do that. Waste a little bit of time. I was, like I told you, the game's pacing speeds up incredibly, like, within 4 missions. Because this is the final mission in air quotes. There's 18 missions total. There's one after this. Alright. So, you don't actually have to do anything at this first point.
You'll be shot down if you fly high. Get to the enemy fortress. Once you're close, increase altitude and fly over the dam.
This is PJ. If I'm with you, I know I can do it. I'll follow your lead.
Actually don't have to do any of this. I'll just destroy those real quick. Your goal, really, is just to fly through this valley.
You passed the first bridge.
Organize everything. Very fast.
Hurry, but keep it cool. My left wing's hit. Sorry. Savage forward pulling out.
You passed the second bridge.
I feel a little bit better doing these kind of missions in 7 because I have flares. You know, flares and stuff.
Gizmo 2, hang in there. It won't be long until Comfine takes out the B2. Alamo 2 is down. 7 planes left. Joker 2 also went down. 6 planes left.
You passed the third bridge.
Down. Minute 2's minute 2. 5 planes left. I feel like I'm about to hurl. Enemy fighters at 6 o'clock.
Damn it.
No use. I can't shake them. Go on ahead.
Yes.
Alamo 3 also went down. 4 planes left. Come on. The rest of us can still make it through this. Don't let any more people die.
Sorry. I don't like pulling those maneuvers in the older games. The control's not as good. Or at least I don't feel as comfortable with the control. Alright, this is the guy.
Who made it through? Come on.
Or something.
All planes, Charlie, pick them up. Cool team will handle the V2. We're gonna stop it no matter what. I never want to see that man land again. V2 is ready for liftoff. Beginning countdown. 7 minutes to V2 launch.
There we go. Alright.
There are 3 launch control devices positioned at the base of the dam.
There we go.
Destroy them all.
I don't know if I can one-cycle this. I don't know if I got that in me. Oh, no, I can't. I definitely do
The
not.
line of borders has moved to the meeting port. Those lines will give birth to new conflict. Rising above countries and armies, our world with no boundaries will become one. For the ID, for the people. It's time for a perfect world without restrictions or wars. V2 will erase the old one.
Take out the launch control devices before barriers close up and cover their facilities.
He's flying with a sense of justice. Show him what Avalon
that.
Now the war's follow me over. I got a girlfriend back at the base. I'm gonna propose to her when I get back. I even bought flowers.
Now time for PJ's
Approaching at high speed. Break.
time for the death flag.
Dang it!
Bonk. Rip, PJ.
So, have you found a reason to fight yet? Buddy.
Oh, you know I have. Alright, here we go. Mission 18, 0. Ace Combat 5 has one of my favorite pieces of video game music, and one of the greatest pieces of video game music ever, or piece of music ever written. This game does the same thing. This track is called Zero, and it is amazing.
Nuclear silo. Comm team, continue your mission. Engage. Stand by.
Alright,
Analyzing
Pixie's piloting the superplane.
Here comes the snow.
I'll be like
Shoot down the
Flamenco
enemy.
guitar.
I'll run a plane analysis and fill you in ASAP.
Those who survive a long time on the battlefield start to think they're invincible. I bet you do too, buddy.
He's piloting the, I can't remember the name of the craft. It's a legit boss fight because he's so obnoxiously fast. You can just zoom. Actually ahead. Nice. Really slow. That's okay. Gotcha.
Phase 1 analysis complete. Transmission from enemy craft detected. He's controlling the V2 launch.
Uh-oh.
Can you see any borders from here? What is borders giving us?
He is the most quoted man from this series.
That's what V2 is for.
Square explosions.
There's only one way, buddy. You've got to fight for what you believe in.
Sure.
There's no mercy in war. People live and people die. That's all there is to it.
Oh my god. I'm glad I picked the 15. I was gonna do this in the 15 anyway. Nice. I love my screen just being white. Oh, we about had an air collision. Hey, there we go. There's phase 2. It's time.
David, you're on launch of V2.
Uh-oh.
Too bad, buddy. This twisted game needs to be reset. We'll start over from zero with this V2. Trust the future to the next generation.
That's why the game's called Zero.
This is AWACS. Listen up, Column 1. We completed analysis of the enemy
Realize.
craft. Codename
Is
Morgan.
A... Yeah, Morgan. That's the name. But no, is the AWACS
Its
have a
only
name?
weak point is in the front air intake. You'll have to attack it head on. Go, take down
All right.
Morgan. You're the only one
Morgan.
who can stop him. Demon Lord of the Round Table, I pray for your success.
So, it's a jousting match.
You and I are opposite sides of the same coin.
Com 1, go for his front air intake.
I think it's gonna wait till he's very close.
We can finally see our true selves.
Yeah, that's it.
Maybe a resemblance, but we never face the same direction.
That's it. That's it. Come on, bro. You're ruining the moment.
V2 re-entry in 5 minutes.
Try again,
Now I put the boss right on the time limit. Gotcha. There we go. Now we're starting to get somewhere.
Fire away, coward.
So, good one. Gotcha. Alright. Cool shot. Yep. Well, we already know from the cutscenes he's not dead. And the game's gonna reaffirm this in just a minute.
Mission accomplished, Cypher. Come on, let's go back home.
Yeah, does that AWACS not have a name? Also, rest in peace, PJ. You need to quit talking about your damn girlfriend back at base. You probably would have survived.
So this is the hidden truth about the war. And this is where his trail ends as well. The impact of the 7 nuclear detonations on the world's psyche was great. Those who witnessed the carnage went on to organize a global arms reduction. Perhaps they were admonishing themselves. Furthermore, the existence of V2 was concealed. The events that occurred after the war faded from people's memories, and these men were also sealed away from history. Maybe this was one path to achieve peace. And here the curtain falls on this story. However, that does not mean their own stories came to an end.
I fly under the code of knighthood. It's no surprise, since we soldiers are the descendants of the Belkan Knights. We protect the meek and give our lives for honor, but that does not mean that we are generous, since generosity will cost us our lives. If the pilot survived to the end of the war, he must have carried out these rules.
These
I
are
bailed
so
out
good.
and landed here. The captain was gone. I've lived a comfortable life since then, and I probably have him to thank for that. They ring the bells here at dusk to honor the liberation of the capital. It signals peace, but to me, they are the sounds of death.
Then why are you here still? Man, I would move.
Hatred cannot be the only motivation for war. It only brings about more pointless death.
I believe these, what
I
we're
lost
seeing
most
here,
of
are
my
like,
students.
these
All my
cutscenes here are
children,
dependent
my
on
flesh and
your
blood.
run.
I will
We got a
never
night
overcome my
ending.
grief.
I think
I'll
that's how it
probably
works.
never teach anyone again.
At least I'm assuming that's how it
Nor
works.
will I ever go up in the sky again. I have entrusted everything I know to a new generation. I'll just look on from here.
Repeat number 4.
Marcela Vasquez,
Ah, yes,
the
Espada 2.
Espada Team's number 2, and former member of the Sapan Air Force, 9th Air and Land Division, 11th Tactical Fighter Squadron. She is thought to be a survivor of the coup d'etat squadron. She currently earns a living as a dancer.
If the Demon Lord hadn't appeared, our lives might have been different. For me, it wasn't about flying or ideals. Most of all, it was about him, my flight lead. Our mission was to escort the heavy command cruiser that was to act as transportation for the organization. And the Demon Lord appeared, as if to block our path. I will never forget his overwhelming power. One by one, my comrades were shot down, and then the mother bird we were supposed to protect.
Actually, I took you guys out first.
We survived after the fight. We left our organization and returned to the ground together. But those whose hearts are in the sky will always return to the sky. He was one of them, and so he left, even though his wounds had yet to heal, and he died there, never to return to me.
Espada 1.
But I don't blame anyone. The regret and suffering that remained after that battle were also what he had given me. They're among the precious few things he left behind.
Actually, to
Joshua
prison.
Callisto, former captain of the Ocean Defense
Going
Force,
to actual
8th
prison,
Air Division,
because-
32nd Tactical Fighter
That's,
Squadron.
that's the expected result of
His
traitors.
actions during the Belkan War are surrounded in mystery, and he is rumored to be one of the founders of a world with no boundaries. His whereabouts were unknown after the decisive Battle of Valdreich, but several years later he resurfaced as a leader of a terrorist organization. Today he is serving time in prison.
This darkness and that little window are my entire world now. I'm actually rather fond of it. The darkness envelops me in a borderless world.
He's
A
going
world
insane.
with no boundaries. He was not the reason we were unable to change the world. No matter what the desired outcome is, the world can still change, as long as people expand their knowledge and desire change. Today's world has already changed from what it was back then.
I believe an absolute madman is being
Larry
trained at this point
also
in
known
Stranger
as
History.
Solo Wing Pixie.
Someone
Gone
that we'll
Team
see
number
in
2, and member of
2
the
more
Ustio Air
games.
Force, 6th Air Division, 66th Air Force Unit. That's right. This man was his buddy.
Hi, Pixie.
And his enemy.
Time for Pixie. We've been interviewing him the whole
I
time.
should have died that day, but I didn't. I dragged my wounded body and reached ground zero of the nuclear detonations. A barren, empty land. I felt an unbearable sadness when I witnessed that landscape. There were still people living there. They were the ones that saved me. It may be true that the world has no need of borders, but would getting rid of them really change anything? The world won't change for the better unless we trust people. Trust is vital in a peaceful world.
So he's just
That
in a
will never
bombed-out
happen.
house. I don't know actually what he's doing.
I'm still on the battlefield.
He's in a war
Right now I'm
zone.
near a border. I want to see for myself what borders really mean, and what their volition really is. I may not find what I'm looking for, but I still want to try. Anyway, that's what I've come to believe, and I think that's enough. Will he see this video? If you do meet him, give him a message for me. Yo, buddy.
Fucking
Still alive?
face. That face.
Thanks, friend. See you again.
Or 7. Pixie.
The
Alright.
Demon Lord of the Round Table. A warrior who soared through the Belkan War, inspiring both fear and admiration. His presence filled the skies for but a few short months before he disappeared.
Like all aces
Apart
in
from
this,
that,
in this series.
nothing is known about him. I was never able to find out what kind of a person he really
He
was.
made 4 friends that have also done
But
that.
whenever they talked
Well,
about him,
1 or
they
3.
always had a slight
3 at
smile on
least,
their faces.
I think.
That, perhaps, may be my answer.
So there you go. That's Ace Combat 0. It's probably realistically my second favorite. Like after this playthrough. Yeah, I used to put it at like my third favorite. Like in terms of like the PlayStation 2 games, I mean. Like for me it used to be 5, 4, then 0. But now I think it's 5, 0, then 4. And that's not to say anything bad about 4. All 3 of the games are just spectacular. 4 is the oldest and therefore the most archaic. It definitely feels old. Damn, that's all the PlayStation 2 Ace Combat games. That's what we call the Golden Trio of this series. Next up will be Ace Combat 6 on the Xbox 360. And people didn't really like that one. I mean, I personally enjoyed it. Not a lot of people liked 6. To be honest with you, I don't really know why. But I need to figure out a way to play that game in a way that's convenient for me to stream it. So that one might take a little bit of time before I go back to Ace Combat. Really, I won't be going through the Assault games. I don't like them. Well, I don't like Assault. I didn't play the other Assault games. I didn't get to play Ace Combat Infinity because I didn't have a PlayStation 3. I had a 360. Alright. Guys, I think what I'm going to do this time, for once, because there's not really anybody here in chat this time, is I'm going to actually bow out from here. You guys have yourselves a great night. Thank you so much for watching. I'll let the credits play out, and then we'll end the stream. But yeah, so we got more Halo 2 to look forward to on Saturday. And then, yeah, then we do it all over again. So guys, thanks so much for coming. Thanks so much for watching, I should say. And have yourselves a fantastic night, and I'll see you next time. Goodbye.
Thank you.